One of my favorite games I played on this channel is Mafia, despite all of the comments cooking me for saying nigga more times than a Boondocks episode.
Out of pocket for that shit.
So I decided to come back and finish this absolute masterpiece. This is the ending of Mafia. It starts with Don Salieri giving me the task to kill Gelotti. Must be nice being able to get somebody knocked off just because they're competition. Now who's gonna deal with Modest Pelican? I made my way to the docks to get on the same boat as Gelotti, but first I needed a sailor's outfit. And luckily when I went into the bathroom, I found this unconscious sailor that gives the best handies. I may or may not be speaking from experience. See, that's that if you tell somebody I will deny it face. Now that I'm on the boat, I ran into this guy who acts like my auntie after not seeing me for a few years. If you omit the groping and touching, that is.
Sorry, buddy, I'm from out of town.
I gotta go find a janitor so I can get a gun to kill Gelotti. And by the way, I was joking about that whole Modest Pelican thing, but if you're interested though, my socials are in the description. After I got the gun, I got in place to assassinate Gelotti, and when the time came, I put two right in between his eyes, as the Don said. And before I almost died, Paulie came to save me just in time. Would you look at that, a whole clip without me saying nigga. Y'all just can't let that go. A few days pass and the Don wants me to get rid of more competition named Sergio, or in my case Zanny. But Vincenzo, I still don't know how to say his name, but that guy gave me a bomb like I got a turban on the top of my head to put under Sergio's car.
Boom!
You are such a childish nigga. I'm a changed person. Not in this video. I made my way to Sergio's house expeditiously, and while I was sneaking and I had to beat this guy who was clearly a beta. No, seriously, I knew that guy. He swore up and down he was Andrew Tate, so I'm sure he had a podcast to slander women. When did this become a 2022 in a nutshell video? Once I planted the bomb, I waited for Sergio, and instead of him coming outside to get in the car, a woman came out to get in the car instead. That's kind of crazy stating what I was just talking about. Vincenzo. I still don't know how to say it. But that guy called me, and it turns out Paulie and Sammy got the drop on Sergio. So an innocent woman just lost her life for no reason. So sad. When I got there, we had to take out all of his goons. Take that classified 4642. I killed more people than I said that no word this video. But I then had to chase Sergio on a motorcycle. He's such a good friend. This part of the mission is cool simply because you can hear people's reaction to the bike being on the road. Kinda similar to my reaction while loading up that black and yellow site. Not really though, because they sound excited. I just sound like Rick saying wubba lubba dub dub. That's deep if you actually watch the series. I tried. Once they finally came to a stop, I had to continue to chase Sergio while killing his goons. By myself, by the way. Learn how to drive, Sam. I eventually catch up to Sergio where both of our guns went empty. But luckily we were surrounded by gas, so I did what any other infamous clan would do. And that was start a fire. Now we gotta kill Murillo. That's how you know it's the end of the game. This the third nigga. Almost got me. This is the third guy in a row, but Murillo is Salieri's biggest competition. Like how anxiety and insomnia are the biggest competitors in my mind that night. Me, Paulie, and Sam made our way to Murillo, and he instantly drove away when he seen us. So while I drove this time, Paulie and Sam shot at his goons, and eventually the police since they got involved. But it turns out Murillo was making his way to the airport, and his goons brought him just enough time to make it onto a plane. But since this was our only opportunity to kill him, Paulie drove a car while I shot out the engines to his airplane until the plane crash landed and we had to full kill Murillo like he was an annoying rebirth kid. Now that we took out all of our competition, what do we do now? Live our regular lives? No. Try out the new glory hole up the street? Unfortunately, no. Fight each other? Maybe later. Steal diamonds? No. Wait, I mean yes. But while we on our way there, Paulie started to talk about wanting to rob a bank behind the Don's back. And we all know that idea is worse than trying to talk to a girl with a fat best friend. And I can speak from experience because I was once talking to this girl who barely had friends. And it was cool until one day it was this fat hoe she got cool with. And once she got involved, it just slowly started to go downhill. Unlike that fat pig, she would definitely make me think it was an avalanche happening if she rode down the hill. But once we finally stole the diamonds and got him back to the warehouse, we found out it wasn't diamonds and it was actually dope.
Ain't diamonds supposed to be the hardest thing around? Outside of my cock, maybe.
Please someone shoot him or his best friend for letting him tell that joke. Oh my god, I may just shoot myself. I decided to take a walk with Paulie after that job, and I decided to rob the bank with him since we couldn't trust the dime anymore. The day finally came for me and Paulie to rob this bank, and while he was on crowd control, I took the manager to the safe to open it. And when we got there, he was supposed to tell the guards to put their poles down. But of course he didn't though, so I not only killed his guards, but I also killed him. But me and Paulie gathered all the money we could hold, and by then the police had already showed up, so since Tommy is a professional driver, we quickly lost the cops. But I gave Paulie the money since I didn't want Sarah to know I just robbed the bank. But if he keep making jokes like this,
Unless I'm halfway to Hawaii.
I don't mind her knowing. I wake up at home after that bank heist, and Sarah is one of the baddest girls out of all of the games I played. And her voice, oh my god. But I made my way to Paulie's house to get my cut from the heist, and it turns out, bro, they killed my homie Paulie, bro. And they even took the money too. They just don't have mercy. Like, now I can't even deal with my homie death with the money that we made from that hard bank heist. But the phone started ringing, and it was Sam telling me to leave town since the Don knew that I robbed that bank with Paulie. And he said that he would even help me do so. I met up with Sam, and it turns out he was the one that killed Paulie. Damn, the plot twists are twisting. After killing a few of his goons and his goons killing me a few times, I finally caught up to Sam. That one hurt the most, I won't even lie. But since these are all flashbacks that Tommy is telling a police officer, he can now take down the Mafia. A lot of years go by with Tommy spending 8 of those years in a prison. I can only imagine what he did in there, but he eventually got out. That still don't change the fact what he did in there though. His daughter getting married and more. He felt lucky until one day his luck ran out.
Mr. Angelo. Yes. Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
Although he knew this was best for his family in every way. I'm going crazy when I become Edgar Allan Poe. But if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for a cookie. I love you. Bye.